Hello, I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. Want to be cognizant of everyone's time, so we'll go ahead and get started here. So the title of this presentation is starting with a leg up, applying a template and rubric during the course development process. So here are our objectives here. By the end of this session, you should be able to explain the benefits of applying templates to your online courses, apply some templates to your online courses if you so choose, explain the benefits of using rubrics and applying rubrics during the development process, and evaluate your own courses using a rubric if you choose to do that as well. So let's go ahead and talk about how to access course templates. So if you've used Canvas much, I'm sure you're all familiar with this area on the left here of Canvas, the Canvas Commons. So the Canvas Commons is where you're going to access rubrics if that's something that you are interested in doing. And I'm going to go ahead and get my draw here. Okay, so there's the Canvas Commons area in that side of the screen. Okay, I'm sure you've all seen that. So once you click on the Canvas Commons, this is the screen that it brings up for you. So you'll notice here it can be overwhelming here at first because there's going to be like 185,000 results, you know, from the very beginning. But very quickly, I'm sure what you're going to want to do is click this filter button. When you click that filter button, you will have access to some different types of options as well. So when you filter these results, the Canvas Commons is essentially a repository that contains resources that have been shared by every institution that has access to Canvas. So resources can include all of these, you know, courses, entire courses, modules, assignments, quizzes, all of these different types of digital assets. And you can filter by levels. So of course, you're going to want to probably go ahead and do graduate and undergraduate. And this is something new. This content type area, that's something new. I didn't actually know that was there until very recently. So you can actually click templates if you are interested in only templates. Okay. So in order to access the template that we're going to be talking about, what you're going to want to do is click templates and then shared with and UNC Pembroke. So that's what you're going to want to click to access our template. Okay. So, and once you do that, once you limit your results to templates and UNCP, you can you can actually sort by most downloaded, and it's going to be the template is actually going to be the first result. That's going to be the first one that appears for you. Okay, and when this once you open that page, this is what's going to appear. It's going to give you a little description here about what this resource contains. It's going to contain 2 modules, a sample assignment, some sample pages, sample discussions, and a few files. So the challenging part can be next, because it can be when you get into how do you bring this into your course. So once you click import or download, you're going to be introduced to this screen, which is actually a long list of all of your Canvas courses. And this part can become challenging because if you've taught the same course multiple times, like this one, you know, you'll see that these are all very similar. The names are not going to be different. So it can be like voice and diction 101, you know, like 10 times, but it's actually going to be like different semesters or different sections, but it's not denoted here. So actually this process may not be the easiest for you to go through, but if you're confident, you can just check one You can find the one you want or multiple, click check, and then import into course. Or, rather than doing that, if you would rather just download that resource, you have the option to download it as well. And I'm going to go ahead and let's walk through. I want to walk through that process with you, just so we're very clear on how to do that. Okay, so this is my Canvas site. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let's clear this out. I'm going to go to Canvas Commons. Okay, Canvas Commons. I'm going to filter by UNC Pembroke, and I'm going to do template, and I'm going to sort by most downloaded, and there we go. Just like we said, it's going to be the first one. So this is our UNC Pembroke Office of Online master template, and this is not a requirement. This is just a starting point for you. So rather than opening your course and having blank shells, this provides some a repository for you to just fill in your information. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'll go ahead and click import, download. I'll just download real quick. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my dashboard and find a blank course, which is this one, just dev example. So you'll notice that this course shell is completely empty at this point, nothing in there. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to import existing content, and content type is going to be Canvas course export package. So I downloaded the export package, right? It's in my downloads file. Here, it's a zip, right? I'm going to open, and I'm going to import all content and import. Running. You'll notice here that this package is running. Just close that. It shouldn't take very long. It's a small package. Okay, so you'll see that it's completed. And now when I click home, it gives us a template where we can go ahead and start completing our course and filling in our information. So you'll notice that it has a nice start page here, or home page with a start button, a welcome area. You can go ahead and just click edit and change this text. We don't recommend that you change these images, but you're free to modify the text in any way. And when you click start here, it brings you to two modules. This is just kind of a getting started module, like a module 0, just introducing students to the course. And then
Terry, could I ask a quick question?
Yes.
If I would have chosen back at the beginning, instead of to download, if I would have chose to copy, would it have been different? The process have been different than what we're doing now?
So the only difference would have been, instead of downloading to your computer and then uploading back into the site, it would have all been handled through Canvas, and it would have went directly from that course commons into your course rather than going to your computer first. So that's essentially the only difference. Okay. So here's sample module 1 overview. When you open it up, all you have to do is kind of edit and change this information, and then hit next. And same thing, lecture materials. So essentially, this is a very simple example of a template, and we made it very general, nothing specific. And I think it's flexible enough to to be applicable in many disciplines. So that's essentially our sample template here. And you'll notice in the Commons, if I go back to that resource, I think if I go to filter and templates and just shared with UNC Pembroke and sort by most downloaded, you'll notice that it's been downloaded, just a few hundred times. So it's been used throughout the university for, over time, and we're updating it along the way. So it may change a little bit. And if it does change, if I make an update to that resource, you'll get a notification. You'll get a notification in your Canvas site to let you know that that the resource has been updated, and you can choose to apply that update or skip it. Okay. So that's essentially our template, and we are. And we are always happy to, we're always happy to work with departments. So if you would like a department specific rubric, we've done that, but in the past we have one for the School of Education. We have one for nursing, a couple of different departments in education actually. So we're happy to work with departments to provide that level of template as well. So if you would like something, a similar course design across your discipline, I think students appreciate that. So now, this presentation is all about getting started and getting started on the right foot. So we already talked about a template. So rather than beginning your course with a blank shell and kind of building everything manually from the ground up, you can apply a template to sort of kind of fill in the blanks that are provided for you. And once you get your course built, so the question you may have is, how do I know that this content is accessible to students? How do I know that it flows well? How do I know that that everything, all of the information that's standard type information for online courses, how do I know that all of that information is all there? And one way that you can learn that information or find that out is through the application of like a self-assessment or evaluation. So through the Office of Online Learning, there's a couple of different ways we can go through the course evaluation or assessment process. The first one is through the online community of practice course. We do that typically 3 times a year during the fall, summer, and spring. We're in one right now that's going on for this spring. It's a 6-week course, and at the end of that course, you'll receive you'll be a certified online instructor through the Office of Online Learning. And the big capstone project for that course is an evaluation process. And we're going to talk about that rubric in a minute. And once you go through that, you can also request additional course reviews. So you can, the community of practice includes 1 course review. And after you receive that certification, you can request additional reviews as well. And we also provide the rubric to you if you would like to do some sort of self-assessment. So I will go ahead and talk about the rubric now. Well, let's talk about our process. The review process is not meant to is not to bring anyone down at all. It's not anything personal. It's a very encouraging process. It's a motivating process. We want it to be an encouraging exercise, because online teaching and learning, you as professors, you're essentially subject matter experts. I mean, there's wonderful teaching that goes on at UNC Pembroke, but primarily you're subject matter experts. And instructional design and online pedagogy is an entire discipline. So it's not anything that's simple or doesn't necessarily come natural to everyone. And that's why we're here to provide this process. So it's not judgmental or critical. And whenever we do course reviews, we're not looking at your subject matter. It's not a subject matter review because that's not our area of expertise. Although we will take a look at your material just in terms of ensuring that it aligns with your overall course goals and objectives. And it's also, this is not about your teaching or your teaching style. So that's not what this process is. So essentially right now we're on version 2.0 of our quality assurance rubric. And the way we develop the rubric is kind of a mashup between some elements of Quality Matters and some elements taken from the Online Learning Consortium or the OLC. So it was developed in-house, but inspired by these two rubrics. Okay, so what we have essentially is 43 fundamentals, or typically called standards, and each fundamental includes an annotation or description, and we also provide examples as well. And broadly speaking, there's 4 sections, and we'll take a look at the course structure, syllabus, learning objectives and assessments, and your materials and activities. So we kind of go through the structure, how everything is laid out. We take a look at the syllabus. A lot of the components of a syllabus university-wide are required, but we also just kind of check some boxes to make sure that everything's included. We also look at your objectives and assessments and ensure that those align with your goals, your course level goals, your terminal goals, and your module level goals as well. Those materials and activities should align with those assessments and objectives, and that's something that we look at. So just a quick sample here. This is what one of the sections looks like. This is the course structure section, and you'll notice that there's a fundamental, an annotation, and we have links to examples. Like we said, there's 43 fundamentals, and here's the first 5. So the first one is basically ensure that the course has a start here icon or start here section. And you'll notice that if you think back to the template, that's already there for you. So a lot of these individual fundamentals are going to be achieved just through applying the template. The instructor, this number 2 is you provide some sort of welcome message, course description, and that's usually from the academic catalog, and 99% of the time it's going to be in your syllabus. So number 4, so you want to provide your students with some sort of information about how this course is going to work. So you want to say this course is going to be 16 weeks long. We're going to have X number of modules. The modules are going to last, 1 week or 2 weeks, or it's going to be in terms of laid out by chapters. So you want to provide your students with some information about the structure and how everything is laid out, and also format. Are we going to be doing synchronous lessons or synchronous lectures? Are we going to be meeting 2 days a week, or in the evenings, or at any certain times, a couple of times a semester? But just make sure all that information is laid out from the beginning. And number 5, it may seem small to some, but your course needs a consistent look and structure. That's a huge thing for students, because with online students, a lot of them, of course, everyone's busy. Everyone's busy, but it just helps when the students know what a typical week is going to look like, essentially. So that's kind of a broad overview of the first section of our rubric. So at this time, I would like to pause and go ahead and take some questions if anybody has any. I didn't get a chance to take a look at the chat to see if anybody asked anything in there.
Terry, something that I wanted to add just to clarify, So when you get the certificate and then you submit the course for review, you also get a digital badge. Because you already took the certificate, from that point on, you don't have to retake the certificate every time you want to submit a course for review. You only take the certificate once, and thereafter, for every course that you submit, you get a digital badge that you can display in your Canvas course or in your syllabus for that course after submission. So I just wanted to add that it comes with a digital badge too.
Thank you for adding that, Dr. Nino. That's very important information. I'm not sure if anyone is in the audience that has been through the COP or the Community of Practice course, but I'm hopeful if anyone's here and has been through that process, that they had a good course review experience. And I hope that they would agree that the process was encouraging and sort of a way in which to just refine your course and make things a little bit smoother for students.
Terry, I had a question about the template.
Yes, sir.
So the template is general enough for any discipline, or is it just a template for training?
It's actually general enough for any discipline. If you would just like to apply that to one of your courses, just to have a way to start off instead of having a blank course. It's essentially a way to give your course a consistent look and feel, and just have some kind of just fill in the blanks. So from week 1 to week 2 to week 3, things look similar, and students they'll know. It's kind of intuitive in terms of, okay, this week there's a discussion, there's a PowerPoint or some sort of lecture material, and each week kind of looks similar. So that's kind of the purpose of the template.
Terry, this is Beverly. So let's say that we already have a course built, right? We've been teaching it 2 or 3 semesters. So we feel, we tweak our content, but if we wanted to use, let's just say, the welcome page from the template, is there a way that we could kind of pick and choose pieces of that template course without having to do the whole thing?
That's a wonderful question. I am glad you asked, because that is true. Let me go ahead. I'm going to go back into this course, and I'm going to do settings, and I'm going to reset this content, and it'll be deleted. So now if I go back to home, there's no content here now. Okay, so if I wanted to import existing content, all these steps are going to be exactly the same, except one piece. So we've already got the template downloaded. I'm going to go to import content. Content type is going to be Canvas course export package. And I'm going to choose file here. And instead of all content, I'm going to click select specific content. Okay, so when I click import now, you can see that it's queued. Now, you'll notice this select content button. It's waiting for my selection. So if we say, well, all I want is the home page, you can notice that here's all the content laid out. There's question banks and all this kind of things. But all we want is one page. So I'm going to click this down arrow here. And all we want is the course home. That's what it's called. So if I just click course home and select content, now you'll notice that it's queued. Some issue. Not sure what that is. But it's probably showing an issue because within that page has links to other pages. Mm-hmm. And because I didn't add those pages, it's going to say these links are going to be dead essentially, but that's no problem because you can relink those. So now if I click home, well, maybe if I do pages, yeah, okay, there we go. So yeah, if I do pages, this is the course homepage. Essentially, it's saying, I think it probably, let's see if it's this one. Yeah, see, so this page does not exist. Do you want to create it? So yes, you can do that.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Okay. Okay, hearing none. I really appreciate you, your attendance today and your attentiveness. As always, if you have any questions or you'd like some additional help, please feel free to reach out. There's my email. My extension is 4074. I really appreciate you, your attendance today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Terry.
Thank you.
Terry?
Yes.
Hi, Terry. It's Michelle.
Hello.
I just came up with a question because I just went to look at the template. What does it mean when I get this prompt that I'm authorizing Commons to request access to my account? Does that mean they have access to like all of my courses and student grades?
I really just think that's kind of a, I'm not exactly sure. I better not say. You may
Yeah.
want to ask DeWitt all of the details that go along with that.
Because I've been reluctant to say authorize because I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, and Canvas it's a tool like most others now. It's, completely in the cloud. So I'm not sure all of the details of the privacy pieces on that.
Is that the only way to get the template?
I could email it to you.
Okay, great. Because until I find out, I'm reluctant to do that because I just don't know, to authorize that means they have access to my courses.
Yeah. Let me see here. If I could, let's see, file. I'm going to send it in the chat, actually. I'll just send that. You should be able to download it from there. And then all you would need to do is upload from the, you can just download it from here and then go to your course and import it.
Okay.
Hi,
Thank you.
Terry. This is Steve Moore.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. Hey, I got in a few minutes late because I had switched my Zoom account. So I got in a couple minutes late logging in. I didn't see how you got to the campus commons. Can you send me a link to it?
Oh, so the commons, let me see. It may be easier. Are you, can you see this screen?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So the commons is from the dashboard. It's going to be on the left-hand side.
Oh,
here.
yeah. I got it.
Okay.
Let me just go there and just see if it's, yeah. Okay. Didn't need to ask. I need to just be more observant.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Yeah. What about templates and icons and things like that, like logos? Where do we find logos?
For the university or just in general?
For the university.
Let me see. UNC Smug Mug. I'm not sure. UNCP photo.smugmug.com. I am not exactly sure if there's going to be logos here or not. Let me see. These are essentially just pictures, the Smug Mug stock images. You can request those from yeah.
Remember during the certificate of online teaching, one of our instructors showed us how to get to some logos at one point, and I just didn't write down the steps to get there?
I know I created some icons, which are, similar to the ones used in the template course. They're UNCP colored.
Where are the icons?
So it'll be it's in the template.
It's so in the Commons template?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some icons in there.
All right, great. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right.
So Terry, I have one more question because I downloaded the attachment you sent.
Okay.
And when I upload when I'm trying to import, it brought me like, I don't know what file to choose.
It's Canvas course export package.
Yes. And then the source.
It should be in your download file. It's like a 8E9. I should have renamed
Yeah,
it.
I see it, but there's a zip archive and then a blue folder.
You could do the zip archive.
Okay. I'm just going to do all content for now because I
Okay.
want to see what you've done.
Yeah.
And then is there a way, like, I know you just said you can highlight one aspect. Is there a way just to copy one page then
So
to
that would
another
be
course?
it. Okay, to another course.
Yeah, I guess I could figure that out because I've done that before.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then the other question I had with copying course content, it asks you a question. Do you want to alter the dates?
Yeah.
If you select that, what happens? Because I've done it before and the dates don't come out to what I want them to be. So I don't know what I missed.
Well, the issue with doing it that way is, from one semester to the next, you may have like a holiday or something that throws things off. So one of the things that I found that's a little bit easier, let me show you here in this one, is if we go to assignments, let's see if I go to assignments here, this is actually something new. In assignments, you can click on this on the right hand side, edit assignment dates.
What?
Yeah, that's a game changer
That's definitely a game changer.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, I like this new. I mean, I'm really liking some of the new things that Canvas has done, but it's made it harder in previous semesters.
Yeah. Yeah. They're getting better, but yeah. So you can change them all here.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. And lastly, I sent you an email because I'm in the class right now and I couldn't access the Quality Matters rubric.
Okay. Huh.
It was a broken link.
That you remember? Oh, okay. Okay.
So-
Sorry about that.
That's okay. So
Okay,
I
good.
went ahead, like my understanding of the assignment that was due is I was creating my own rubric. And so I copied and pasted what I thought was essential from the two documents.
Okay.
Was that what I was supposed to do?
I'll have to take a look at it, but I'm sure you're good.
Because I mean, there are some that I already do every week. I checklist like every
Okay.
semester rather, but I did my best, but I did
Okay.
borrow heavily from the existing rubrics. I'm like, well, this seems like a good question.
Oh
to
yeah.
assess.
Yeah. I've actually been the last couple of weeks I had been out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're back.
I'm back. It's been a slow go for the last couple. I had COVID, so
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, it's okay. But yeah, I'm feeling better this week, but I'm just getting back around to things. But I apologize for that.
Well, then you can ignore my email because I just told you.
So okay, well, shoot me another one if if there's anything else I can help with.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to check out this module, the course that you created, and see what I could implement in mine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm doing something new this semester. I'm doing 2-week modules,
Okay,
and
interesting.
I'm still getting students asking like what's due, but I didn't put specific dates in the module. It's on the calendar in the assignments, but I didn't want to have to figure out how to change the dates, and that's why I
Right.
avoided that. And I feel like I need to add those because the students are confused, but I keep creating videos for them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't like adding dates in like within assignments and like announcements because you have to go back and check all that stuff.
Yeah. So I'm like, I really have tried to train myself. Like, no, it's in the calendar, it's in the individual assignment.
Right.
You can figure it out.
Figure it out. You can download the app. It'll show up on your calendar.
Oh boy. Okay.
Just read.
All
It's too much to ask.
right. Well, thanks. Thanks for this.
Okay, thank you.
Take
All
care.
right. You have a good day.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.